Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you my weekly setup in my Hemlock and Oak bullet journal. I love this bullet journal. I love Hemlock and Oak. I do recommend going and checking them out. I will link them down below so you can see if you like anything that Tia creates. She's amazing. The first thing that I do for my weekly setups is adding a bottom border of washi tape. This one is from The Coffee Monsters Co. Helen makes the most adorable stationery, so I also recommend going to check her out. I will also link it down below. This one is perfect for me this week because if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I've been on a bit of a blue kick. I've been loving blue ink, blue stickers, so this is exactly what I needed for this week. The thing about the Hemlock and Oak bullet journal, though, is that for me, I like drawing in columns for my weekly setups, and the amount of dots on the page they aren't perfectly divisible by 4. So I do some, I make it a little bit more flexible. And so not every column that I draw in is going to have the exact same amount of spacing, but with the crease of the binding in the middle, it makes it look like everything is even, and you'll be able to see that here in just a moment. But I'll go in and ideally every column would be 7 spaces wide, and it doesn't always work out that way. Not everything is perfect, but we make it work. So this 4th column here, I believe, is only 5 spaces, but with the space between the ending of the dots and the binding, it makes it look like the exact same amount. So this week, to actually get into setting it up, I'm using this freebie from Salam Creative. Love it. I've been really getting into her products. I've ordered a lot of washi tape, so I believe half of my collection is now from her. Located in the UK, I believe. I'll link her down below. This freebie, of course, is perfect again because it's blue, and that's exactly what I'm into right now. And if I didn't have this, I would be writing in the days of the week, and looking back, I should have written in the actual day of the month that it is. So Monday is going to be the 11th, Tuesday the 12th, and so on. But I space it out here so that everything is set to the left and rather than centered, just because that's what I prefer. The next thing I do is I go in and we're going to start setting up my dashboard. I sometimes will draw in my habit trackers with pen and ruler like I am here, but otherwise I'll use a Tombow brush pen with a coordinating color to the weekly theme. And this week I don't exactly have a Tombow in a blue that I would prefer, so we're going to use the ruler. I track 4 different things. I track my planning habits, reading, taking my medications, and sleep. Everything, it can vary throughout the year. Sometimes I want to track how often I work on shop stuff or exercising. It really just depends on what I've been doing recently and what I was getting into the week before. So this week we're doing planning, reading, meds, and sleep. Sleep is always there, so is planning, just because those things I do every single day for sure. And this pen here, this marker, I suppose you could call it, I got it when I went to Boston from Blix. Whenever I go to Boston, I always go to Blix because it's like such a cool stationery store, and I don't have that here in the Midwest. So it's a must stop for me. And then of course I write in this week, where I write down typically 3 to 4 of the most important things happening this week. I know I'm going to be writing it out in my weekly spread later on, but it just helps me remember from the beginning of the week that these are the things I have to do. And so this week I have an eye appointment on Tuesday. I don't think I've ever talked about this, but I've had 2 eye surgeries, so I have to go in fairly regularly just to make sure that things aren't worsening. Nothing crazy. I can still drive. It's all safe. So just a little checkup. Later this week, we're going to go back to my hometown to see my parents and some friends. And we're also going to be doing a rummage sale while we're there. So that's going to be most of the day Saturday. It'll just be a lot of fun. It's always fun going back home, especially during the summer. It's also the fair week there, so we'll get to eat some good food and see lots of people. But since we're going out of town, that means we took Friday off from work, so it's only a 4-day work week. Thank goodness. And these are the stickers that I use from my shop. Seeing as how I'm trying to get back into YouTube, I thought that we'll celebrate getting to 1,000 subscribers. You can use YouTube 10 for 10% off in my Etsy shop until Thursday. I'm going to be packing orders Friday morning before we leave, so if you are interested in that and you want to take a look at what I'm selling, you can head on over there. I'll link it down below, but I really just appreciate any support and you just being here for me. But getting back into the planning part, I'm using that 0.1 marker to write in the times, the hourly times. I like that it's smaller because it's not as noticeable, and I don't use this as a to-do planner, I use it as a have-done planner. So it's not that I necessarily need to be tracking things hourly, it's more of just a log for my personal use. And if you hear any scratching in the background, that is one of my cats trying to get in here. Some of the time, they are quite chatty, so we're just going to ignore them for a little bit here. They'll be fine. But as you can see, for Thursday, since it's only 6 spaces wide, I put the numbers, the hourly numbers, off to the side, so it's technically not in the dotted area, but it just works better for me that way, and I don't mind. And now we get to go in for during the week. So I'm going to write in the things that I for sure know that I'm going to be doing at the times I know for sure that I will be doing them. And of course, this first one here is my eye appointment on Tuesday morning. This sticker is from thecoffeemonsterzco. I love everything Helen creates. And here is the blue ink I'm obsessed with making an appearance because I can't help myself. But I just recently ordered from Helen's birthday sale. Happy birthday, Helen. And I have some more washi tape, of course, and the acrylic clips that she's put up. And I'm so excited for those. I think that's what I'm excited for most, is going to be those acrylic clips. Excuse me. I'm most excited for the acrylic clips because I don't have any, and as much as I love the way brass clips look, it's not really a color that I typically buy, that brassy tone, the shiny brass. So the clear and white acrylic clips are perfect. It's exactly what I want. So we're going to be getting that. I just marked in that payday is on Thursday. And we have this older sticker sheet from the Coffee Monsters Co. My boyfriend has a lab appointment for Thursday afternoon, so just going to draw that in here quick. And I thought this was cute. And it's just, I just want to use it. I haven't been able to use it in so long, so of course, blue ink to write it in because I can't help myself yet again. I feel like I've been quite chatty this video. I hope you don't mind. I'm still getting used to the talking into a microphone concept. It's not something I do every day, so this is a sticker sheet of different size boxes from Marshamllow Studios located in Australia. I will also link that store down below. They're really the ones that I order my most colorful stickers from. I love the design style and the colors that they use. They just go with everything. So I have been using a lot more of their stickers. I've also ordered some more washi from them, so keep on the lookout for that. I will probably end up doing an unboxing Happy Mail video on my TikTok and then also sharing photos on my Instagram if that's something you'd be interested in seeing. But again, just something that I've been adding more of compared to last year because I'm not bogged down with school and homework, which is great. So things can be more fun around here. And these are the stickers that I used for the weekly setup for during the week. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to go through and I'll let you see the supplies that I used. Of course, again, everything will be linked down below. I hope you like it. It's been a lot more fun getting into this with planning more content like YouTube videos and TikToks because I have more time to do it. and I've really sort of come into a style that I like, not only in the stickers that I design, but also in all of my journals. I would love to know what other content you would like to see from me, but overall, I just really appreciate you being here. Thank you for watching, and hopefully, I will see you soon.